My Auto Store, quality recycled OEM auto parts.
IMSA fans, Saturday qualifying. The TireRack.com Battle on the Bricks is over, all 5 classes. We have our man, I lovingly call him Aaron. You know him as Wisconsin's Aaron Telitz, one of the rocket fast pilots for the Vasser Sullivan Lexus RCF GT3 team. You like that? I got that all in there.
You got it right, all in one.
This kid, we're so proud of him. He's had such a great career. He's still super young, but he's going to help us today. We're going to try and have new folks join in for end-of-day recaps. Aaron, let's talk about the top class we just had at the house that Roger Penske owns. Porsche Penske Motorsports on pole, Matt Campbell, quick like a bunny, a pair of those gorgeous Porsche 963 hybrids locking out the front row. A lap time. You as a junior open wheel driver, race winner, are you impressed by the fact that Matt's pole, 113.6, is about 3.5 seconds off of Graham Rahal's IndyCar pole on the road course here in August?
I mean, depends on how you say impressed. I'm actually impressed that the IndyCar is not faster than it, because after being on track with these GTP cars, they are lightning fast down the straights, but under braking in some of the slower speed corners, the GT cars are even faster than they are.
Wow.
So in my mind, I thought, you know, the IndyCar could be like 5 seconds faster than them here. So that just tells you how fast these GTP cars are flying down the straightaways here. That's what they're making up their time.
Let's talk some numbers, Aaron. Our friends at IMSA helped us with a little bit of data at the end of this super long straightaway. The GTP cars in practice this morning were hitting about 191 miles an hour. Compare that to, say, LMP2. Those are super fast too. How much faster were the GTP cars in terms of top speed to LMP2? 19 miles an hour.
Yeah.
All the way down, if you look in the GTD class that you're in, 27 miles an hour faster top speed. So when you say rockets down the straight, that is for sure a case. Let's talk about LMP2, another great qualifying run here too. Our guy, Ben Keating.
He's the man.
Right?
He's the
How
man.
do you not love Ben Keating? That PR1 Matheson Eureka 07 there, that Gibson V8 power. Put about 0.4 of a second over P2. In IMSA, we don't see that kind of gap. Tell folks about that, Aaron, because it's normally a fraction of that.
No, really impressive. And Ben Keating, one of the best gentleman drivers, I think you could argue, on the planet, possibly.
Right.
Guy's an awesome driver, always brings the car home clean, really fun to be around. And yeah, he's on pole again in LMP2, doing a great job.
So mention your extensive and highly impressive Junior American Open Wheel success before we got you here in IMSA. When we look at LMP3 and how that pole and that front row was set, that's our friends at the Junior 3 team, young kids, Bijoy Garg, right? Stanford, California here, running great in the USF Championships as well. But we have Bijoy on pole, 4/10 gap to second place there too. Our championship leader, Gar Robinson, had a bit of a problem, wasn't able to complete qualifying there. But tell me about that as well, seeing some kids where you were a few years ago demonstrating themselves in IMSA.
No, it's great. And this is a great track for those kids to get on as well. This track, they know, they've raced here their entire career, normally 2 weekends a year, right, in all the USF junior categories. So cool to see that. And but Gar Robinson, yeah, he might have had a little trouble. That car, always the car to beat in LMP3, it seems like. So watch for them to come through the field tomorrow.
Okay, we're now going to talk about a class that you absolutely love and been doing great in. Let's talk about GTD Pro and GTD.
Yeah.
Your Vasser Sullivan team represented in both. Who's on pole? Who's the fastest GT driver? Gotta be a GTD Pro. Nope. That's our kid, Madison Snow, 3rd pole in a row. Paul Miller Racing, that beautiful BMW M4 GT3. In the GTD class, we have Klaus Bachler, Porsche 911 GT3R with the mighty Plaid team, Pfaff Motorsports. Tell me about what you saw there in terms of battle for both poles, plus how your team did.
Yeah. So what I'll say about GTD racing in IMSA. It's so cool that you've got the GTD Pro cars and the GTD just regular AM cars, Pro Am cars on the same BOP. So you can see these teams, even though Paul Miller's got an AM and Madison Snow, right, should be maybe a little bit slower than the pros. That team gets it right, Madison's on pole. And you've seen it happen in races too, where a GTD car wins overall in GT cars. So I'll toot our own horn, at Watkins Glen this year, the 12 car, the GTD car, won overall GT at the 6 hours of the Glen. So it's great to see that, where both teams, whether you're all pro or a Pro-Am lineup, can compete against each other in the same machinery.
Let's close on my favorite story of the day. So our friends at Meyershank Racing just finished qualifying, had a good run with their Acura as well. Our guy Tom Blomqvist in his penultimate full-time IMSA race qualified for them. His teammate Colin Brown wasn't the one who qualified. He just got here. He and his wife just had their very first child, something you know a little bit about.
Exciting.
So before they let them leave the hospital with this brand new baby, they want to see, of course, that you know how to strap your child into a seat, and knowing that, making sure that child is safe in that seat. They won't let you go without it. And so what do they see? We see Colin get their brand new baby into that seat faster than ever, snapped up perfectly. They were surprised he knew how to do that so well. Little they know that he does this for a living with driver changes.
Absolutely, first driver change of that kid's life. We've had lots in our family as well. I always strap in my son Jack as well into his car seat most of the time, and yeah, you get good at it. You get used to it, doing your own buckles, doing your teammates' buckles, doing your son's buckles or your daughter's buckles.
Amazing. We love ourselves some AA, Ron. Sunday, we're going live racing on NBC. We'll have all the tune-in information for you here. Can't wait to see how you and your Vasser Sullivan team go tomorrow in the TireRack.com Battle on the Bricks.
Right on. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Make sure you follow along with us on IMSA's official YouTube channel. Follow IMSA Racing on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X. We're going to be doing some pretty cool stuff with some pretty cool people, some pretty cool race cars. Visit IMSA.com to hear the action called live and download the official IMSA app to follow the timing and scoring information as the sessions take place.